Thank you for tuning back into the JP Lopez Show. Got a great episode for you guys. What's the current dilemma that you're dealing with now? Whether you're a single mother, single father, man of the house, head of household, we all got stuff that we're dealing with, dilemmas that we're dealing with, silent battles. It's kind of what this episode is about. I have a special guest today, Mr. Saul Banda. You talk about support. This guy has supported me since day one, and I could not thank him enough for coming through. Got a great episode. Hope you like it. So sit back, stick around. Sit back, enjoy the episode, because it's a great one. Guys, I would really love and appreciate it. Once again, I know you're tired of hearing me say it, but please, if you could help me extend my reach, share my episode with a friend, family member, someone that's not heard the episode, I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you, guys. It's the JP Lopez Show.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Let's get it on!
It's the JP Lopez Show.
So, let me ask you this though. All right, so I'm. How do I? All right, man. I'm like, there's just no other way to put it, but like, I try to fight lust, like battle lust, bro. Growing up, I had all my uncles like bitches and all this shit, right? So I'm at an age where I really don't want to be that dirty old man no more, and I've cracked a lot back from like joking in a perverted way.
Yeah.
Cause I just don't want that persona to be like the dirty old man. And Eric will tell you, there's this, I haven't seen him in a while, but there was this guy at the gym and he was in bad shape. He would sit on, you know, those walkers that you can sit on sometimes? Well, he would just sit on it and like scoot himself everywhere. But dude, man, he would like tell like girls, women that are there, that are fit, you know, they take care of their body. He would tell them some nasty shit, bro.
Like what?
Like out of pocket shit, like compliment their ass.
Yeah, wow, those legs look great. Very sexy.
And like love to watch that backside or shit like that, bro. And one time, I'm talking to a girl, just, you know, hi bye shit, like how you doing? And he comes up and he says some wild out of pocket shit. And I told Eric, I was like, can you tell that girl that I don't have anything to do? And he was like, dude, don't worry about it. Everybody knows that motherfucker's a creeper. And I was like, well, fuck, man, why didn't y'all let me know? I didn't know this shit. But he went up to her, like, as I'm talking to her, and he was just complimenting her ass. And I was just like, oh, shit, I'll see you later. Like, I don't want no part of this. But it looked like I was in on it. Like, no, man.
His nickname was the Creepy Crawler. We were talking about him last week.
Oh, shit.
I'm not 100% sure, but he probably passed away because he didn't come back or whatever. But there was a whole batch of old guys that came in around 9:30, 10 o'clock, and they were all fucking cochinos, right? Like 7 or 8 of them, and they'd all team up, right? So then they're like ganging up on these poor girls, where they would just stand there, like just as far as from me and my wife right here. They would stand this close and watch her work out while she's all like bending over and stuff, and they're all like, hey, you know. And one time there was this chick. She was super fit, probably about 20 years old, a college girl, and she would wear her little shorts or whatever, and heck yeah, she was hot, right? And so every single guy in the gym would be like, yeah, she's hot, and then continue working out, right? Those motherfuckers would just stand there and not quit staring at her, right? And she just fucking quit coming to the gym. She's like, fuck this, with fucking all the creepers and the creeper crawler.
So instead of sitting at McDonald's drinking coffee, eating biscuits, they were at the gym looking at alley-guys.
That's it right there.
That's wild shit.
I think I kind of figured it out, because as we grow old, I don't think like the attraction for women just stops. You know what I mean? So then as we grow old, we still see a young hot chick, and not necessarily think that we can pull them, but we're just like, damn, that chick is, like damn, that chick is hot. And I think as you get older and more fucking lose your mind, that's when the creepiness comes into play.
Because then you don't really give a shit what you say out loud.
Yeah, you don't give a shit. And you have a big ego. So when we're young, we have egos, but we've kind of earned our ego, right? As we start aging, we still have the same ego, and we ain't earned shit since 20 years ago, right? And looking at chicks like that is a fucking big ass ego to be doing shit like that.
Yeah.
And so that's what they're doing. They still, that's what I'm a man. And, these chicks dig this, right? They don't.
No,
they don't at all.
What worked in the 60s, bro, don't work now.
I go at 5 o'clock in the morning, bro. So
you see dick everywhere.
I'm sure I've seen a couple dangle here and there, bro. But no, man, I just like in the mornings, that's my me time, right? Because I know I'm fixing to get busy for the day. So, and I really just focus on what I'm doing. People running around, whatever. I'm just trying to focus. I couldn't just imagine staring at broads all day at the gym. I mean, I don't want to be that creeper.
It happens, man.
Yeah.
Especially at Eric's gym.
With the old guys. No one else like our age and younger, no one is doing that.
Yeah.
It's literally the around the early retiree age. That's who's doing that. There's this chick that goes to the gym, and she's freaking stout. She's strong as hell, like squatting 315 and benching 165, right? Big old thick girl, and she is cute, right? And there's this guy, and I know anytime there's a hot chick in the gym, he's gonna be next to her, and and so sure enough, he went to go get standing next to that chick, right, and checking out her butt and stuff. And we're looking from a distance. I said, God damn, I said, this motherfucker brought a toy fishing rod to go catch a barracuda.
Bro, if I can legit walk into the locker room and not see old balls and old dick, I'd be happy, bro. I mean, there's one in there all day, it seems like. It's like they take shifts, like, all right, you're next. They just sit there ball dicked out and like you want to see it. Like, get out of here, bro. Fuck. Put some clothes on.
They probably want to be seen.
But I tell my wife, I truly believe that's how they get their rocks off. Mm-hmm. I think that, they don't get it at home, so that's them getting their rocks off.
I keep envisioning that old man from Family Guy.
Oh yeah.
The
guy that kind of whistles.
Yeah, that's the one I keep envisioning him this whole time.
Well, they are like that, bro.
Yeah.
Legit that old and senile, just encuerados in the gym, in the locker room.
What's the old pedo cartoon guy? He's real skinny old guy. He's always trying to holler at the boys or whatever. Is it that one?
That was that one.
Yes, that one.
Yes.
There is one dude that's identical to that, bro.
It
looks alike, and he likes young, fit, Hispanic dudes. He's an old white guy.
And he's not lying.
Yeah.
So my son used to work out. I used to pay for him to work out at our gym because they have a family membership. It's called the household membership.
Yeah.
So he would go there, and I think he's like a junior in high school. And every time I was not around him, because we worked out together, I was not around him, that motherfucker would make a beeline to him and start talking to him.
That's wild.
And at first I just thought, what the fuck, this is weird. But then Eric told me his story, his situation, and I was like, dude, don't talk to that old man. And he's like, what? I was like, don't talk to that old man. And sure enough, man, every time I'd walk away, that motherfucker would walk straight to my son, and then he kind of cut him off. But bro, what the fuck, man?
Yeah, that's disgusting.
His dad is there, and you're still like,
Yep.
Yeah, super disgusting, man.
It's funny.
I don't want to talk about these dirty old men.
Oh man. Can you tell me, Saul, right now, in your life, what you got going on, in your like head of household leadership role, you have any current dilemmas that you're dealing with right now?
Man, I wouldn't call them dilemmas. I mean, it's just typical dad stuff.
Yeah.
You know, making sure that I had my first son when I was 15 years old, right? And I'm about to be 45. He's close to 30. My youngest one's 18. It's not really a dilemma. It's just making sure that, you know, my son graduates. That's our biggest goal for the year. You know, like we were talking about vacations and all that shit, and that's all good, man. But my biggest focus is just trying to get this boy through school.
Yeah.
I want him to finish and be successful in life, right? I don't want him to go through the same shit that I went through.
Yeah.
Other than that, man, it's just time, bro. It seems like, you know, I mean, obviously we've been trying to do this thing for a month. Time, it's like I feel like I never have enough time. You know, when you say head of household, it's just time, man. I try to make time to do everything, and it seems like I don't ever have enough time.
Yeah.
But we make it happen. You know, it's just a lot. I got a big family too, so I got 6 kids and 8 grandkids. So that's pretty gnarly, you know.
8 grandkids, bro.
Yeah, 8 grandkids. Well, remember, I had my first one at 15, and yeah, I got a big family, man. And it's fun to me, man. I like the grandkids. The grandkids are amazing because, you know, your kids, you gotta steer them a certain way.
Yeah.
You gotta slap them on the on the wrist whenever they fuck up and shit. But your grandkids, man, you just love them, you know.
Do you think that the whole loving the grandkid situation is because you have money now compared to when you first had your kids? Because you always hear like,
Yeah.
you always hear like, man, my dad never acted like that with us, but you're like spoiling your grandkids.
Yeah,
but
my youngest daughter, she calls me the rich grandpa, right? She calls me rich grandpa, which I'm not, but you know,
Yeah.
I got a little bit more money back then, but we was just talking about this the other day. So I got 2 of my kids, they're fairly close in age, 9 months apart, right? And when we used to go to buffets and shit, I used to call them the twins. And I'd say, yeah, the twins are 10, but it was because I was trying to pay the adult price for their little kids, right? So, or when Little Caesars was over here at Kmart, you
Yeah.
remember that?
Yeah.
We'd all go eat over there and grab a bunch of pizzas, and then I would get water cups, and we'd get Slurpees and shit like that, you know. But yeah, man, I mean, money plays a factor in it too, because I can spoil these kids a little bit more.
Yeah.
You know? And then for my kids, it's like once you have kids, all the money that I would spend for you, like on Christmas, it starts gravitating towards them.
to the
you know?
grandbabies.
But I mean, I'm just one of those. I like to give, bro. I'm one of those that likes to give more than receive stuff. you
Yeah.
know? So, but yeah, money definitely plays a big factor in it, and yeah, I hear that a lot from you know, like my daughter. She's like, Dad wasn't like that with us, but
Yeah, but you drove Dad crazy too, right?
I couldn't be. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, there's a fine line with the kids. You know, you're there to correct them and steer them the right way, and then with the grandkids, man, you can just love them. It's different.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah, you're doing less steering. You're not raising the kids, the grandkids. Your kids are raising them. So that's a lot off of your own plate. Otherwise, you might be a little bit more stern, right? If you were.
No.
Also, you're in a better state of mind too, because when you were 29, fucking the world was caving in on you. You better wake up that day, every single day, to be able to provide, and you don't have that same type of headache today.
not with them. You know, like I said, I can just enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
Not that I didn't enjoy it with my kids. It was just you're going through parenthood struggles. You know, like you say.
Mm-hmm.
Back then, I was making $10 an hour or something, trying to groceries back then was like, man, I'll never forget that shit. I'll never forget the struggle. $40 a week or some shit like that for groceries. And I don't know how we made it happen, but we'd make it happen. You know.
Damn, bro, 40.
Straight up. Well, again, man, think about all the kids I have. So there'd be shit that I'd have to pay for, bills I'd have to pay I've always been really
No, I'm not. I'm just saying. I'm just shocked that you made it work with 40.
$40, man.
Like, yeah.
we'd
Fuck,
make it
man.
happen.
Yeah, miracles.
40, $60, you know, and then on the weekends, I would have like $50 to spare, and that's how we'd go eat. We'd go eat it, and my son's funny, man, because he has 2 daughters, and he sent me a video one time when I would take him to we're talking about like the Chinese buffet. Man, if I'm gonna take y'all to this buffet, y'all better have 2 plates.
Oh
right?
yeah, not just one
that
plate.
type
Yeah.
shit, yeah.
Yep.
So he'll send me videos of the little girl saying, "How many plates y'all have?" 2 plates. But it's something that, you know, I made them do or whatever. But yeah, it was different back then, man. You know, I had when I started working, like really, really working, man, I started over. I started over. And almost went minimum wage but I wanted to live right.
Yeah.
You know, it was worth it, man. I mean, here we are 18 years later, and you know, I'm a success story. But yeah, the grandkids, they love to come over. They love to, you know, just spend time with grandpa and grandma, and because they know, you know, they know they're safe.
Well, that's where the love is too,
Yeah.
man. They feel the love in that home.
We say that all the time. Like, when you look at them, you can just tell they're comfortable, they're safe.
Yeah.
You know.
I remember, of course, being a kid, and I couldn't tell you. I know I was elementary age, but you know how going to River Smith, you put your order in first, and then they call your, I don't remember, they call your number, or they bring it to your table, I don't remember, but my mom would always, like, go get the table, so I would stay with my dad, and I legit, there was 4 of us, we each got meals, and I legit remember my dad writing checks for, like, $16, $17 for all 4 of us to
Yeah.
eat at River Smith. And now you couldn't even get a meal for $17 at River Smith.
Yeah, you're not eating by yourself for $17.
Yeah.
No, that's wild, man. Shit's changed, but damn, we sound old as shit, bro.
But for real though, you know, like, I mean, we're not really that old, but that's just how much shit has skyrocketed
Yeah.
since.
The 99-cent Whopper.
What are they, 2 for $7 now? If that?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think
haven't-
2 Whoppers are $7 right now.
Shit, I survived off those 99-cent Whoppers
Yeah.
in high school.
And
too.
the winter schnitzel too. You get the coupons that they mailed. You get a family pack for $4.99.
Oh shit.
The Wiener Schnitzel was like dirt cheap back then, and now it's ridiculous.
Yeah, you're gonna spend at least, if you try to get that same family pack and maybe one other little thing. That shit's gonna be like over $25 for sure.
Yeah, shit's wild, man. I was like I said, that Little Caesars thing, I would take $15 and we'd be straight off that $15-$20, man.
For what was, like, did they have, because that was the only Little Caesars forever, right? And the one in the Kmart?
I don't remember.
The original Little Caesars was on Broadway and University.
But for the time being that that was the only one in
yeah,
Lubbock, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't remember how cheap the pizza was there.
The reason why we would go to the one at Kmart was because all the other Little Caesars was just pepperoni and cheese pizza. But you'd go to the one at Kmart and they had different toppings.
Oh shit! I
So
didn't know
that's
that.
why we would go over there. And then, like I said, I mean, they had somewhere to sit,
Yeah.
dine in and shit. So, you know, we'd walk around Kmart and all that shit, and then drink Slurpees for free. We got hemmed up one time though. Yeah, I was embarrassing, man. We got hemmed up, but good times, man. You know, I don't regret none of that stuff. My kids, we still laugh about shit like that to this day, man.
Well, they know the struggle. You know what I mean?
man. It was,
Yeah. they were in on the struggle too, right? Like they already knew.
So you see Buffalo, man. It's like super expensive to get in there.
Yeah.
And my kids, man, I used to make them little motherfuckers duck,
In the trunk, put them in the trunk and shit.
duck, and then we'd put like a blanket over them or something.
Is it really $17 to get into Buffalo?
Man,
It's 20 now.
You're fucking shitting me, bro.
Starting this month, it's 20.
Just to get in. That is ridiculous, man.
and then see with the data centers, that water's finna be gone too. So
Like, I think about right now how much shit costs right now for a family like you, like having a kid early at an early age, let's just say 19, and making a shit wage at their job. How are you taking a family of 4 to Buffalo with that type of shit?
You don't.
And especially if mom's staying home to save money to take care of the kids and not pay daycare.
Yeah, I couldn't even fathom the way the shit is now, man. Like I said, at least then shit was cheaper. I think it was manageable. Now it's outrageous, man. It's hard to live out here nowadays.
It's insane, bro.
But we did it, you know. Like I said, man, I don't know how we did it, but we would do it. Man. Well, I know how we did it. That that was God on my side for sure, getting me through some stuff. But it was cool, man. You know, and Christmases were rough, all that kind of stuff, man. I'd do everything I can to get my kids whatever they wanted for Christmas, but shit, I'd work 2 jobs, whatever I had to do, man. You know. But it was well worth it, man. Like I said, it's good to go back and talk to these kids, and they realize the shit. The older ones, you know, realize it. My 2 younger ones, they're just, I've been good for a minute, so they're spoiled.
Yeah.
But it's the way of life.
Yeah, man. Right now, Eric, what's your current dilemma, if you have one?
I guess just trying to gather up all of the chores that I have at the house. Like these, it's not just throwing away the trash. It's a lot of big shit, right? So you got you know what I have in my backyard. So that takes a lot of work, takes a lot of money. Right now, when I'm asleep, that's what I'm thinking of is getting that fixed up and stuff. And it's not going to be cheap and it's not going to be easy. So, but besides that, I really don't have a dilemma situation. I think Alex and I are both real cool, and she has a good job. She keeps on getting good raises, and you know, I bust my ass off at work, and I don't care that I work more than 50 hours every single week. That's just what it is, right? Yeah, sure. I don't even think twice about that, so that's not even a hassle to me. And come home, she always has something ready for us to eat when I get home, and we watch our shows, and then we go to sleep. Like it's a very peaceful way of life that we've created. So
yeah,
I don't know. My goal in life was to minimize situations. I didn't want to have stresses. Like if there's a stress, I eliminated it. So I still, for like the last 20 years, I guess 15, 20 years, I have identified a stress and I just eliminate it if one way or another. Like it doesn't need to be there, then it's completely gone. So as of right now, everything is so smooth. You know, shit can hit the fan at any time. But I feel that if I can wake up the way that I've been waking up, I don't have any crazy stressful situations that I have to deal with.
My current dilemma right now is it's money. I've sat down with my checking accounts and I've gone through and I've pinpointed all the wasteful spending that I do. So I've acknowledged it and I want to cut back. You know what I mean? Like them $7 coffees add up, bro. And I mean, you don't think about it because you have the money for it, but the month, let's just say 6 months goes by, you've got $7 coffees every day. Like you could have done more with your money.
For sure.
So I've acknowledged that and I see that. But I also want to know money. I want to understand money. And I want to, okay, not spend the $7 coffee no more. But where do I put that? Like, where do I make it grow at?
Throw it in the money market.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So then you get, you learn and shit like that. But no one taught us that. You know, you've got to do your own research, figure your own shit out like that. So that's my current dilemma is because you're like, all right, well, you know, you have people suggesting shit, but you don't know where to fucking go, where to put your money at. And I really, really, really want this to be a brand and just to be me. Like, I don't want to have to depend on, like, maybe I might get laid off. Maybe I might get fired someday. You know what I mean? I want it all on me to And I say all that because right now I'm learning money, and I've never taken the time to learn money. I'm fucking 44 years old. I should have done that a long time ago, but I didn't. And it's something that I really, really. You can have all this money in the savings account, and it's not collecting but the slightest bit of interest, like pennies, and then the banks are loaning it out. All this shit, they're making more money with your own money. Like, why the fuck can't I do that? That's where I'm at right now.
Well, it's things like, I mean, it kind of goes back to what we were talking about. For a long time, there was, struggle. As you start getting older, you start making more money, right?
Yeah.
A lot of times we were scrounging from, I know I was, right? I mean, I just told y'all that 15 years ago, 18 years ago, whatever it was, that's how I was living.
Yeah.
As I progressed, man, one thing about me is I came from absolutely nothing. I was broke. So right now, one of my biggest things, man, is impulse buying of shoes, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Because I couldn't afford Jordans and all that type of shit when I was young. So now I buy them. I bought some yesterday. I was on Nike and shit, and I'm like, size 13, boom, right? It's just impulse buying to where I had to tell myself yesterday, that's your last pair, right? Just quit. Because there's so much other things that I could do. But as I've got older, I've learned money, right? So I've learned money markets. I've learned stocks. I've learned shit like that. But it's absolutely not taught to us, right? We went to school all those years, and they taught us math, but never taught us real shit. That's one of my deals with the whole school system, man, is I wish they would teach more real shit, right?
It seemed like home ec was the most realest shit they taught us.
That's about it.
In PE.
Yeah. Yeah.
Those two things, right?
And ISS, too.
I was never in ISS, but
I was in ISS all the damn time.
I'll never forget 7th grade home ec. The teacher made us learn our social security number. And she would only put the last 4 digits of your social security number rather than your name,
right?
For everything, like groups or grades or whatever. And we had to learn our social.
And that's why all those kids had bad credit in that class, man. She was using everybody's social security number.
Yeah, she got it.
Nah, but like I said, man, a lot of it, I think, and is just struggling throughout the years. And then when we're finally old enough that where we got a little bit more bread, we want to say, okay, where do I put it? What do I do?
Yeah.
And it's just researching and figure out what works for you. Because you're right, you put it in the savings account. And I'm speaking on my end too. I'd have money in the savings account for years, and it's just sitting there doing absolutely nothing. But then I had to figure out, like I said, a money market's real good because you take that money and you decide how aggressive you want to be. It's like going to Vegas. Do you want to take 500 with you? Do you want to take 10,000 with you? What are you willing to spend, and what are you willing to lose?
Yeah.
And that stuff. Again, nobody taught us. But for me, I like money markets. Because if I'm gonna have a savings account, I just throw it in that money market. I say, I have several that I say, okay, but this one I want aggressive, this one I want moderate, and this one I want to be conservative. That way, I can kind of see how they do over a year. That money's not getting touched. You're not touching that money. So at the end of the year, you got graphs and analysis. So you can kind of see what it's doing. You can see how much you're losing on the aggressive side. You can see how much you're losing on the moderate side. Obviously, on the conservative side, you're hardly going to lose shit. But you're not going to make nothing either. So it's like still keeping it in the savings account. So you just got to, sometimes just bite the bullet and say, okay, let's try this.
Yeah, I'm making it a point for me and my wife to like cut out wasteful spending because we have food here, and it's like, I don't want to eat what we have meal prep. Let's just go get something to eat. That's fucking $70.
Right.
Anywhere. $70, especially with my wife. She's gonna have 2 fucking drinks. So $70 with tip and everything. Like, I could have thrown that somewhere.
Yeah.
But
it's just discipline. Like I said, man.
And don't get me wrong, you need to live. Like, you need to experience life and do shit like that. But there's times where I've noticed, like, fuck, we did this all week. Every day all week.
But then when you add that up, like you say, being able to live, that's where that money could go.
Yeah,
right?
that's what I'm saying.
That's where your experiences come from. Man, I'm really frugal with money. And again, it's just one of those things where I didn't have a whole lot growing up.
Yeah.
So when I started getting it, I'm like, I'm holding on to it. But then you figure out, well, holding on to it ain't doing shit either. You got to start moving it around and start doing shit like that. And, you know, you're not taught that shit. It's stuff you got to figure out.
The only thing I was ever taught was save for a rainy day. It's the only thing my dad was taught me, like save money, save money, save money. And I really wish, like, I just learned money early.
Yeah.
I mean, you think about it, like, all these rich, like, growing up, did you have a rich friend?
Yeah.
I had a lot of rich friends
Yeah.
growing up.
Yeah.
And I'm almost positive their dads showed them money at an early age because they were rich growing up and they're still rich. Like, they got their own money now.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, a lot of times if you're born into it, you got an advantage, right?
Yeah.
But again, you know, I don't know your exact upbringing, but we're from the same neighborhood.
Yeah.
A lot of us live the exact same way, right? So we'd see it, and a lot of times too, we would try to keep straight up. We try to keep up with the Joneses. We got a little bit of money, like income tax money or something. That shit was going to nice shit, you
Yeah.
know, and that was it. That was all you had to show for it. But yeah, a lot of these kids, man, they had a you know, a decent upbringing to where I'm sure that the parents were able to show them stuff or maybe pass them on stuff. But I know a bunch of rich kids too, bro, that are dead broke now too, because they didn't take care of that, what was given to them.
Yeah, I don't know anyone like that.
Oh yeah, I know. There's some where their rich parents still take care of them as 40-year-old men.
Damn.
They pay their apartment. They pay for.
They need one more?
They need one. And I know some old people that are taking care of their old children because those kids were so spoiled growing up that they never strive for anything, and now their parents are still covering their bills.
But that's wild too, because it's, let's just say that parent, right? That parent's gonna pass away at any point, you know. Then what? And that's what I've always tried to tell my kids, and you know, and even my spouse is, I want y'all to be independent as much as y'all can, because when I'm gone, then what?
Yep.
You know, and that's how it is for those kids, or not kids, but even adults like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
When that shit crashes, bro, they don't know what the fuck to do. I'm telling you, I've seen it.
Yeah.
I've seen folks like that you know, it's just an absolute shock when that money's not there no more, because I've been through it myself, right? So I did some things back in the past that had certain type of money, you know, and then when I lost it or when shit fell through, it was like one of those things where I felt like that spoiled kid, bro, that just was in complete shock, didn't know what to do. And I've seen it with people that have real money out there that, you know, their parents take care of them and then they take it away. And that's not a good thing, man, because they don't know how to survive after that.
I couldn't imagine being my age and still being on my mom's tit, bro.
Yeah, no shit, right?
I guess that goes a part of being just your upbringing, just depending on mom and dad for everything. Because fuck, man. Like, fuck. We were just talking, I was talking to Eric's brother, Omar, yesterday, and he was telling me that when he was, and Eric said the same thing, they gave him the same speech, but he told me, like, he was graduating high school, and they gave him the talk, like, we're happy for you to go to tech, but don't expect any help from us, because we can't fucking help you.
Yeah.
And then he's like, well, what am I going to do? Not go to school? Like, I had just figured it out.
Yeah.
And that's what we did. We just figured shit out. And can you imagine being our age and never figuring shit out and still being on your parents' fucking dime?
I wouldn't feel right, you know. But then again, I'm not in that situation either. These folks are probably A-okay with that shit. You know, I'm like you, man. I couldn't see myself having to depend on my pops when I'm more than capable of doing everything I can.
Exactly.
You know?
Yep. And, you know, our upbringing, the neighborhood upbringing, that was from the very beginning. It was a dog eat dog in any aspect of life. If it's playing sports, if it's working, if it's we're gonna fight. So we have a hustler mentality. So we were going to figure it out.
Yeah.
And so a lot of us have figured it out. You can always tell. I can always tell when someone's from the Arnett, and because there's just a different little swag to them, right? And versus the other Mexican neighborhoods in Lubbock. I asked one kid, a young kid, like college age. I go, "What hood are you from?" Because I couldn't figure him out. He was Mexican, right? And because he said he was from Lubbock, and he's like, "What do you mean?" I said, "Are you from the Arnett, Guadalupe?" He goes, "I don't know what those are."
Oh, hell.
I said, "Oh, fuck, never mind." I said, "You are not from the."
He was a good kid.
He, was like,
sounds like.
he goes, "I went to Monterey, whatever neighborhoods are out there."
Never mind, man.
Never mind. I thought you were cool.
I drove down Avenue Q yesterday. I saw they fucking tore down old Slayton.
Yeah, that's wild too.
Bro, what the fuck? Where are they gonna go to school?
Well, now they're just consolidating
butt,
all
yeah.
these schools. You know, that's kind of how they did Carmona. They took all those north side schools for the most part.
Yeah, well, they
Hopefully
took
they don't-
Guadalupe and
But-
Jackson.
But let's be real. I mean, call a spade a spade. Them kids from that neighborhood, I mean,
They don't need to be going to other schools.
well, not saying that, but what I'm saying is like, it'll be a culture shock if they went somewhere else.
no, not really, because Atkins and what's the other? There's another Evans. They've already been getting hood to begin with. It's gonna be. It just makes them already the same.
Evans is hood too.
Evans.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
It'll start just kind of dwindling down. I remember when I went to high school, I went to Coronado because they didn't let me go to Lubbock High.
For good reason, or no? I'm bullshitting.
Yeah, I was
I'm
just in
bullshitting.
I was just in the shits back then, you know. So they were like, I was a smart kid, man. Academically, I was just a fuck up, you know. But academically, I was smart. I've always been a smart kid. So they sent me to Coronado, and back then Coronado was like a preppy school, and now I hear it's pretty gutter too.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude.
The preppy school now is Lubbock High.
Well, it kind of always has been though, right?
Lubbock High. Yeah,
because it's the magnet smart school.
But you know, there was the neighborhood kids, and then there was the rich kids, right? But you don't fit in that school unless you act like the rich kids. So it's less the neighborhood mentality, and it's more like I'm one of them now, right?
Yeah.
And I'm country club now.
No shit.
So how I see the city dynamic as far as like blueprint, I'm assuming some of those kids are gonna go to Hutch now, right? Or
Probably. Maybe they even go. They can bus wherever now. And I think the neighborhood will send them to those two schools, but it'll be real easy to get into a program to go. We get bused to like Cavazos or to Hutch or McKinsey or somewhere.
that's insane, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw them demolishing that whole fucking campus, and I was like, holy shit, where are these kids gonna go?
So I wonder what they're gonna do with their campus now.
Build a data center.
Probably. I'm glad that one thing I am glad with the Lubbock, I mean that LISD did was they added trade programs. You know, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
My niece is actually going to state for mechanic. I didn't even know they did shit like that.
It's right there, right next or right in front of
O.L. Slayton.
Yeah, but like going to state to compete for mechanics.
Yeah, that's
like
badass.
legit didn't even know they did shit like that. She
It's
she just competed and made first in regionals or whatever, and then the next thing is state.
So it's like a UIL thing. or-
Yeah.
That's pretty badass. Yeah, I think here in April, I get to go speak to the HVAC department, which is pretty gnarly, man.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I've been invited to speak to them just because, well, essentially their words was, you know, we need somebody like them. Now, I didn't know how to take that at first. What does that mean, like them, you know?
Yeah.
But it's just more of
You know-
a normal person, man. Because I mean, I'm a normal person that's, you know, like, again, that's been able to do this and done well with
Yeah.
it.
You know Ricky Martinez?
Maybe
He
so.
was his younger brother was Roy Martinez. He's from the Arnett, and he teaches plumbing for high school kids.
Okay.
Yeah, which I didn't know they did that shit either.
Hell yeah.
Maybe I think that is the person that I'm. There, if I'm not mistaken, they're. Don't get me to lying to you, but that name does sound familiar.
Yeah.
He's doing it there at that training center, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I got invited to do that, man, and I'm more than excited to do that because that's pretty cool, you know.
Well, if
hopefully I can make an impact on that.
If you do get to meet him, and you tell him you're from Narnet, man, he'll love you, bro, because that's where he's from.
Yeah.
And he's. I saw him at the gym not too long ago. I'm like, "What are you doing now?" He's like, "I'm still teaching." And I was like, "I thought you were a plumber." He's like, "Yeah, I teach plumbing to high school kids." I was like, "What the fuck? They do that?" Mm-hmm. And he was like, "Yeah, they got competitions and everything."
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, my boss's kid, when he graduated from Lopez High, he started his apprenticeship to be a plumber, and like, well, I graduated, and then that coming up Monday is his first day of work to be a plumber. 18 years old, and it's funny because that kid, they set him up to go do great things for college, right? And when he became a junior, maybe even a sophomore, he goes, I don't think I'm going to go to a college. He goes, what the hell do you mean you're not going to go to college? He was like, I think I'm going to go do a trade. I want to be a plumber. And his mom, like, she's a lawyer, so she threw a fucking fit. And my boss was like, all right, that sounds good to me. And it's like, you're just going to let him be a plumber? It's like, well, he wants to be a fucking plumber. Like, it's not like he's going to be poor or anything.
Yeah.
He's going to be a fucking
Like
plumber.
they make bank.
They
bro.
make bank.
Yeah.
I went through a similar situation like that with my oldest son. So my oldest son played football all through junior high all the way up, right? So this whole time, man, that's what I was focused on, was my son going to play football. And he did it, and he was really good. He was small, but really tough, really fast, right?
Yeah.
And I remember his mom calling me one day, and this was his senior year, and she's like, "Yeah, I'm taking him to Dallas to go look at this college." And I was all excited, right? I'm like, SMU or TCU, or she said, "No, I'm taking him to Lincoln College." I was like, "What the fuck is Lincoln College?" Right? So I look it up. It's a trade school. Anyway, I call my son, right? And I'm like, I was living in Austin at the time. I wasn't even living here. And I said, "Boy, what's up?" Because his deal was he wanted to go, at that time, you know, all these years, he was like, "I want to play football, and then I want to graduate, and I want to be a coach." And I was all for it. I thought that was great, right? So I called him, and I said, "Man, what's up with this Lincoln College?" He said, "Dad, I want to go to work as soon as I get out." He said, "I want to be a welder." And I was pissed, bro, right? And my son checked me, and he said, "Dad, you act like I ain't going to go do shit. I want to work."
Damn.
Right? And that was
a gut punch, huh?
man, like a motherfucker,
Yeah.
right? But as a father, I had to sit back and say, that's what I want for him. That's not what he wants. And I respected it after that. And he went to Dallas, and he was out there for 2 years or year and a half, 2 years. I don't remember what it was, but he did great out there. Never called me for money. Never called. He would just call me for progress, right? And I knew when he was doing bad, and you know, I'd hook him up then. But he did great. And now, man, he does what I do now. He's fixing to get his license in mechanical. He's going for industrial mechanical.
Yeah.
But you know, he went as a welder, and then I got him into the mechanical field, and man, it's just been up from there. But that boy makes more money than me, you know, but that makes me proud, right? But again, it was one of those things. Yeah, it was a gut punch, because I had these plans, or we had these plans, but it was more me trying to live
Through him.
Yeah, exactly. You know. And that's okay. Sometimes that happens to dads or to parents or to whoever.
Yeah.
You know, that was a good thing, man, but he's done great.
So I think the thought process or whatever it is kind of frowned upon when our kids say, like, they want to go to a trade school, knowing damn well they're going to be making bank, bro. Like,
Yeah.
my son, all his friends are in school. There's one that's not, and he's a welder. And I told my wife, that dude's gonna probably make more money than all of them.
Well, it's, like a lot of the kids that and not that college is bad. College is great, right? But a lot of times it puts these kids in debt,
Yeah.
right? And certain things like that. Like for me, I plan on going back to school here in about a year or so because I want to get my mechanical engineering degree, right? So, and I'll be that old dude on campus. And that's cool.
You're never too old, man.
No, I've had to think that, but it wasn't my time back then, right?
Yeah.
But a trade, man, you get out there, you start working, and the thing, what I tell these guys, these kids, so I interview a lot of younger men, and I tell them, look, this trade is slow. You're gonna start off slow, $10 an hour, not no more, but just just
I get what
like
you're
me, $10 an hour, man. It took a long time to get, but slow money, but for show money. I tell these folks that all the time. You ain't got to worry about looking over your back. I hire a lot of kids from the hood and stuff like that. It's slow, man, but once you get there, it keeps moving. It just depends on the person and what they want to do. But there's nothing wrong with trades, man, because you're going to always need a plumber. You're going to always need somebody to fix your AC. You're going to need framers. You need all that stuff. That's how the world moves, right?
And it's sad, but I think that we're going to have those jobs being super highly paying because there's not going to be anybody that wants those jobs
Yeah.
in the future.
Hopefully robots don't take over everything because, like I told you, man, I seen a robot the other day that shit was crazy.
You're like, oh, it ain't gonna take hard manual labor, but it did, right?
It did,
That's where I was going because I made that comment to a buddy of mine that's heavily into the no for AI. And he's like, dude, those jobs are going to be safe. The jobs that are going away is like the accountants and all the higher up in the ladder jobs that are going. And then I hear you say fucking wrapping pallets and I'm like, bro,
that shit was
nobody's
wild.
safe.
I don't know how much I don't remember. He named a dollar amount to that, to that system that they had.
Yeah.
And they've had it for, I want to say 5 years. So 5 years ago, technology was not even as advanced as it is now. But they've saved so much money in this, and that. But then there's so many folks without jobs, right? I went to Vegas a month ago, went to a big OAC convention. So I'm an estimator. One of my main jobs is I estimate jobs, right? I'm the one that makes sure that we land jobs. And I sat in this presentation, man, and this dude put this thing together, an estimate together in roughly 15 minutes, bro, that, it doesn't take me 15 minutes. It doesn't take me all day either.
Yeah.
But this AI was able to just go through these blueprints and nitpick certain things, populate everything, and then, you already input, you, the human, inputs everything, all the numbers of dollar amounts and stuff like that. And then that machine just generates it all together. 15 minutes later, bro, he had a full estimate. So, my job could be at stake here in 5 years,
I asked, some of our bosses, I was like, you think that a computer could probably do our job? And they're like, what? Where are you going with this? And I'm like legit, do you see AI possibly doing our job in the future? They're like, nah, maybe. But I'm like, that's all I needed to know was a maybe. Because, fuck, dude. No one's safe. In my opinion, I think no one's safe.
So I'm doing this huge project out in Odessa right now that it'll start breaking ground.
What I mean by no one's safe, I mean our jobs.
No, for sure.
None of our jobs are safe.
I don't think so. And again, because when I was out in the field, I'd go out and lay out stuff, right? Well, now they got this, it's called BIM, and BIM goes out there and it's able to lay out walls, it's able to lay out ductwork, plumbing. Right now, they say it's just to make sure that everything falls in line, right? So we're not hitting certain parts of the wall, we're not doing this.
Yeah.
But eventually, man, that shit's going to do everything for you. You're just going to need the labor to get it up, and layout and everything is getting done already by AI.
It's fucking nuts.
I see it,
Like I heard some McDonald's now don't even have employees. I don't know if that's true, but I've heard that there's some McDonald's restaurants that it's all like arms, computer arms, and everything.
Yeah, for sure. Like the drive-through stuff, that a lot of those places are already doing a computerized, and it'll take your entire order, and then the people working are the ones making the food, and then the person that just brings it out to you. But they didn't even talk to you; it was a computer that talked to you. Yeah.
Have you ridden in one of those cabs that's AI?
No, I seen those in Austin, right?
They got them in Austin.
Yeah.
They got them in Vegas. I've been in one of those.
Is it scary? Because I'd be scared, bro.
Man, not really.
No?
I mean, a little bit. The first time, yeah, I was kind of tripped out because you're just essentially just like there's 2 bench seats. So you get in the car and you're sitting across your folks or whoever, or alone. I've been in one alone too. Alone's a little more tripped out because, like, what if this motherfucker kidnaps you and shit, But yeah, it's tripped out. That thing will get you to where you need to get.
Okay, this is my question on that car. Is someone driving that car? Meaning, is one person in particular in the cameras guiding that car, or is it just all AI?
It's all AI.
You know what I'm saying? Like
It's
legit.
all-
Like
it's
if it's
all
all AI, I've seen on TikTok a couple of those like just drive off in the road, like
Yeah.
off in ditches on their own, and you're like, what the fuck?
No, I mean, you got to trust the shit out of that car to
Nah,
get in
man,
it.
I'd be scared as fuck.
But yeah, it's just kind of like it's programmed. So it's gonna take you. It already knows, coordinates and everything of everything. So it's
Yeah.
just full of information. You tell the thing. Well, you don't even tell the thing. You book it on an app.
What app is it?
Man, I don't remember exactly which app it is.
But it's not like, I asked because it's not like Uber or
Well, I mean, it's kind of like a Uber.
no, but it's not actual Uber
No,
or Lyft. It's
not that I
it's a
know.
separate-
It's a
yeah.
separate
Okay.
entity, but it's different for sure. I mean, it's tripped out. Austin has them. Austin was the first place in Texas that I saw them. I went to a Tyler the Creator show last year, and we were tripping out on
Yeah.
that shit because we were debating if we wanted to get in that thing or not, and no, we just caught a regular Uber.
Yeah,
that
you're
time.
better. Yeah, I was about to say you're better than me because I'd be like, fuck no, he ain't getting in that bitch.
But yeah, it's a trip, man. AI is, essentially that's the future. I try not to deal with that shit too much. Like, I want to think for myself. I don't need that thing. I don't want to ask that thing too many questions.
Yeah.
I got a buddy at work, man. He puts together proposals and all kinds of stuff, and he just uses ChatGPT all the time. He'll tell it how he wants to word it, blah blah blah, and then he'll show me the proposal. It's perfect.
Just let him know how much water he's using, bro.
Man, fucking culero.
That's that AI center that's in Amarillo that I don't know if it's gone through or not. I'm pretty sure it has, but Texas Tech is behind it,
Yeah.
and it's called I think the Matador Project or something like that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So yeah, it's Texas Tech. Yeah, the name of the AI or the the AI center, it's called the Matador. And
Damn.
it's Fermi. Fermi is the company doing it, teamed up with Texas Tech.
It's just scary to me, man. I don't. You what's that movie with Will Smith where like iRobot, right?
Yeah.
You think it's all like fun and games and have robots do the work you don't want to fucking do, but then you go all the way back to like the Terminator when the fucking machines turn on you and it's just scary as fuck,
Well, I mean,
bro.
it's-
It's just scary, man.
That shit's been in the works for a long time.
oh, for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
I always used to ask this question to myself: Is it's just a computer chip, right? It's a little piece of plastic with pieces of metal on it and whatnot. And I used to ask myself, and I still ask myself this: how can this little piece of shit be as smart as me, and even smarter sometimes, quicker at thinking than me, right?
Yeah.
Can come up with an answer quicker than me. I got to sit there and I got to calculate, right? This thing will calculate in seconds. How? I still ask, how is a 1-inch piece of plastic and metal think faster than me?
It's what is it like? that little chip is Google, basically. Like, it references the entire fucking internet to get.
Yeah. And we've come a long way from the Oregon Trail.
I was just at the Oregon Trail about 3 months ago too.
Can you imagine kids playing Oregon Trail now? They'd be bored in like a minute and just
I know.
That
throw
shit
the
was-
shit away.
that
Like,
shit was
I don't
fun,
want to
man.
see this shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, how the fuck did I get malaria? I don't even know what that is.
But for real.
Yeah, that's man, it makes you think, you know. I'd be watching these reels too. It's like this lady, and she talks to her AI, right? And she'll basically tell it like, so it doesn't give you common answers, right? Like what it's supposed to give you. She's found a way to get it to like actually communicate with her.
Oh shit.
And it's pretty tripped out, man. The answers that it gives her, you know, like it's pretty wild, man. She gets in depth about a lot of shit that's going on.
Yeah.
And it gives you like these solid ass answers. But I mean, it feels real. The answers feel real, and you know, like we all kind of see things and learn things, and kind of decipher things, right? Well, that's what that AI is doing. So a lot of the stuff that it spits back, like it'll ask political questions or shit that's going on in the world, right? And this thing will spit out some like facts. It's wild, man.
Well, the whistleblower for Google got fired because he was like, "Hey, man, these things are developing like minds of their own."
Yeah.
And they were like, "Dude, get the fuck out of here."
Yeah.
You can't.
And
Can't
those
do that.
videos that's how I feel. That thing, whatever she's talking to constantly is but then again I shy away from that shit too because it's a little freaky.
It
you
is.
know?
It is, man. It advanced since what Chat GPT is probably 2 years old on like an app on our phone, and think of it like in the 2 years how far it's come.
Yeah.
I mean, we can make a damn image of whatever we wanted. Put me in a hospital bed with fucking shit attached to me and send it to work saying I'm in the hospital. Boom,
Hell
and you
yeah.
get it in 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Like, it's fucking crazy, bro. So where do we go in like a year from now? It'll be shit we're not even could fathom it, that it can do for us.
Yeah, none of this is fathomable. Like, if we think about 2010, we didn't even know this shit was a thing. But you know, there's a show that we started watching. It's called Person of Interest, and it's AI, but the show started in 2014,
Wow.
and it uses the term artificial intelligence on there, and everything that we're going through right now is happening in that show 2014 as a sci-fi.
Predictive programming, man.
Yeah.
Don't,
Well,
get me started on all that shit.
Well, also too, man, like that type of shit. Like, don't they have to show you before they fuck you? That type
Absolutely.
of shit.
Yeah, yeah.
So they're just showing you 12 years ago.
Well,
Yeah.
it gets you used to it, right? So then
Yeah.
when you actually see it, so 2014, you might have been watching it in 2014. Here we are, 12 years later. It ain't nothing because you've already been programmed to
Yeah.
think that it's okay. I mean,
And you know, we started watching it like last year or 2 years ago. So then, so if we would have watched it in 2014, we probably wouldn't even know what the fuck they were even talking about. It was too complex.
Yeah.
For us, it was too complex of a new thing that didn't exist. So it wouldn't have made any sense.
It was futuristic.
It was too.
Yeah.
And we didn't even know it was future. It was just some bullshit that was on TV, right? But we caught it already knowing, and we go back, and I was like, "Oh, what the fuck?"
Oh, I didn't mean futuristic. I meant sci-fi. It's like sci-fi shit.
Yeah, just sci-fi, like
Yeah.
some made up bullshit, right? Like too far and complex and advanced for it to be happening.
Yeah.
And and so now we kind of like look back at each other like, what the fuck? Like this is supposed to be old. Like we didn't know none of that shit back in 2014. Like just in general of people, you know, friends talking. We didn't talk about AI. We didn't talk about it because there was no AI.
No.
But apparently there was AI.
I don't know how I get stuck on this topic, but I mean, it's in our life. We have to talk about it. You know,
It's there.
I don't mean to bring up AI on every fucking episode, but fuck, man, it's in our life. Like, we have to use it. I mean, we are now using it, so we have to talk about it. It's crazy, man.
Wait, if you Google something, it's through Google AI.
Yeah.
Like, you're not just Googling anymore.
I think TikTok just developed an AI in their app where you can ask it to do shit for you now. And it's crazy, dude.
We're gonna be some thirsty motherfuckers soon.
Yeah. Yeah. And
I
that's
never
no
knew
lie,
that
bro.
shit, man.
That's no lie.
I really never
Yeah.
knew that shit.
So a lot of farmers, bro, a lot of farmers are pissed about this at data center in Amarillo because they are like, dude, our fucking cotton is gone because that Ogallala aquifer is gonna be dried the fuck up.
Yep. You know, in China, they're starting to do these AI centers in the ocean. And I was like, ah, man, good idea. And then you think about it, it was like, well, why do you need water? Because the system will overheat without water. So you're using the water, right? Well, now is the ocean going to get warmer?
Oh, I didn't even think of that. Oh, hell. And then more fucking climate bullshit. Like, damn.
There's going to be all these, what do they call the hurricanes over there?
There's going to be worse. And then
Typhoons.
The, what is they call the livestock in the ocean? All the fish will fucking die too.
The marine life.
The marine life. Like,
Yeah.
fuck. I didn't even think of that.
Yep.
Wow.
Well, we probably need to do these AI stations like in Alaska or something, where it's just fucking cold.
Right.
Just in general.
Or just not have them at all.
Just let people be people and work. Have you ever thought about that?
And I thought about, like, damn, they're taking away McDonald's jobs, but then you fucking go to a drive-thru and they're rude as fuck. You're
don't
like,
even-
man, fuck you. I'm
fuck
glad
you.
they brought AI to your fucking job.
They don't even look at you when they hand you the bag.
Hell
It's
no,
just,
bro. And then they act like if you ask for more sauce, like it's coming out of their paychecks and shit.
So
Like,
I told you I went to Vegas and I wanted White Castle, right? Because I was staying at the old Hard Rock. I don't know if y'all have ever been there before, right? But there's a White Castle right across
Yeah.
the street. So, and I had gone to the store before that, right? So I was hungry, man. I'd been to the dispensary right before that, right? And anyway, I'm hungry as shit. Hadn't ate all day. Been on the plane. So I go to White Castle, man. And first of all, the food was shit.
oh, I was about to tell you.
Yeah,
Like,
the food
Like,
was
I was
shit.
waiting for the shit part.
So yeah, I was thinking to myself,
I was waiting for a moment of silence to say, so how was that diarrhea food?
Well, I was thinking to myself, fucking Harold and Kumar were full of fucking shit. They should have just went to the store and grabbed the fucking ones you could put in the oven, right?
Wherever you were at, you should have just gone a little further to Fat Burger.
I should have, because that
Damn,
shit was
Fat
horrible.
Burger.
Fat
But-
Burger's a shit.
I when I went, man, and I don't drink soda all the time. Like, I'm drinking this funky ass coconut water and shit, right? I was thirsty, so I go up to the dude and I ask him for a refill, and the motherfucker was like, and I looked, I said, "Damn, bro, I'm thirsty. I'm sorry, man." He's like, he was on his headset or whatever, like, bro, but it's just like, bro, just give me a fucking refill. God damn.
They act like it's currency, bro.
I
it's
mean,
coming
like,
out
I'm
of their
bugging
check.
you.
Yeah.
You know, I'm in the service industry, right? So like, I bitch at my guys all the time about being courteous.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's how we stay busy. Is making sure that we take care of customers. Like, but these motherfuckers don't care, man.
Nah,
They're
dude.
just. I hate
Nah.
fast food places, man.
Yeah.
They're just fucking rude. Any restaurant nowadays, it's just better to stay home. Goddamn it.
What was it? Popeyes? It's not open anymore, but the one on Slide by the mall, that was because we lived right there. So we would get Popeyes, once a month or something. But every time we went, bro, god dang, you would leave so enraged, like just wanting to beat the fuck out of it, dude. Like you said, no courtesy, just rude, and then it kind of seemed like that set the tone for the rest of all the Lubbock fast foods within the years ahead. Because now you go to fast food and it's
Again, we sound old, bro, but it's just the generation nowadays, bro.
and there's no
They're-
hustle. Nobody hustling.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right. We sound like old ass fucking
You know what I'm saying?
grumpy old man.
Yeah.
Back in my time.
No, but straight up, like I think our generation, man, and not to sound cliche, but we still had a little bit of respect when we
Yeah.
were younger. We yes, ma'am, no, sir, whatever. We had manners, right? But it's not just the kids, bro. It's even the adults that shit's out the window, man.
It's funny that you say that because we just recently got invited to a place, and we always get invited to this one place, and it's owned by this one guy that I would never give a dime of my hard-earned money to, and he's never respected me ever, bro. And so I just told Eric yesterday because he was like, you gonna make it to so-and-so? I said, I would if it was somewhere else. He's like, what? I said, dude, I'll never give that place a fucking dime of my money, man, because that dude's never respected me ever in my life. I tell you that because that type of shit doesn't happen anymore.
Yeah.
It's like, fuck you, fuck me, whatever. Like,
Right.
but yeah, I guess maybe I'm old school or whatever, but fuck you, man. Like, if you see me as a dog or a piece of shit and you act like that towards me, fuck you. I'm not gonna celebrate anything at your place.
Yeah. No, man, manners are just they're gone, for a lot of folks. And like again, it ain't just the kids, it's a lot of folks. It's okay to say I'm sorry sometimes. It's okay to say excuse me. It's okay to stuff like that. Again, yes sir. Mm-hmm. No sir. Just be respectful.
Yeah.
Hold the door open for somebody. I hold the door open for somebody every day, and I always get that one motherfucker that doesn't say thank you, and I still get pissed off.
You know what I hate? I hate that there's two doors, like, to go in and out of. There's just two fucking doors of the
Right.
business, and I hate that motherfucker that's coming in that waits for you to walk out and act like you're gonna hold the door for them. Dude, I just fucking let it go in their face. You know what I mean? I hate that shit, bro. Like, because they're like coming in, rushing in while I'm coming out, like, because they don't want to hold the door open for themselves. So I just like, fuck you.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm petty, but whatever. But that's my biggest pet peeve that I do all the time, and it happens at the gym all the fucking time, bro.
Where's y'all's fucking gym, bro?
Right
I'm gonna
here
have to go
at
to
this Club
motherfucker.
4.
Oh shit.
Well, I go to Eric's gym, and then I got a membership at Club 4. And if this place is too damn packed, then I'll just go to Lifestyle.
That's funny. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go to Eric's gym because that place.
Well,
sounds
be
like
prepared because the locker room is a little lit.
There's a little lid in there. No, but we have it's a full gym, but there's also a swimming pool in there, so there's a lot of encuerados. But yeah, they just walk around like, us younger guys. We're like, we got like a 10-second rule, right? You pull off your pants and you have your pecker flashing, and then you put some pants on, and it takes 10 seconds. It don't
Right.
take 10 minutes.
right.
And what drives me nuts is they got towels over their shoulder, or they're holding a towel. All encuerado. Like, bro, what the fuck, man?
But we're not the only gym that does that.
Oh, no.
If there's old men there, they're gonna be doing that shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Every gym I've been to throughout my entire life, adult life, they've been old naked men.
There's
in there.
always a wrinkled ass
Yeah.
somewhere, huh?
Old naked men. And I take pride in saying this, but I've never seen an old naked Mexican man.
Yeah.
They're always old white
Damn it,
men, dude.
you for real,
They're always
huh?
old white
Yep.
men.
Yeah. We have a group of old Mexican guys that come in, and they call them the Mexican Mafia, right? They're fucking hilarious, dude. All they do is just roast the shit out of each other, and then they walk on the treadmill, do a couple of weights, and then they go eat burritos afterwards.
Sounds like me.
That's what I want to do when I retire. Except for I'm gonna hire me a hot ass trainer first. I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna go eat burritos.
Eric's gym, what prepared me for Eric's gym was Zach's Club. Because when Zach's Club first opened on Quaker, me and the wife worked out there all the time. And there was like, right at 8 in the morning, bro, there's a whole group of fucking old, like, ladies, old men, and they would just go over there and drink the free coffee. That's all. Like, they wouldn't work out or nothing. They just go over there, fucking sit around at the table, fucking drink the free coffee, and that was their
hangout spot.
Their time to interact or whatever.
Social
and then,
time.
Yeah. And then they bounce. So then I was like, what the fuck? So then fast forward when I go to Eric's gym, I was like, oh shit, they do the same shit here.
Yeah.
So much to the point where they took the fucking coffee machines out of his gym.
Yeah, they're like, all right, this is getting too much.
He's got a fire ass gym, bro. I'm gonna take all there.
Honestly, I want to say they were probably one of the first state of the art gyms when they did their renovation, because they first were like the first gym with a turf room and all kinds of like actual training shit, and then it seemed like they were the blueprint because everyone else did the same shit that they did.
Yeah. Everybody was a copycat. UMC tried to copycat almost immediately, and they stole our blueprints, our ideas, and so we fed them. We fed some dudes all these ideas for our stuff, and we don't just do gym. We also do cardiac rehab, pulmonary rehab, physical therapy. So there's a blueprint to all of that, and we're trying to add classes too so we can get more patients, blah, blah, blah. And so I fed this dude a whole bunch of information, and he was like, I'm going to talk to doctors. We're going to get this thing set up, and all of your ideas, I'm going to try to get them implemented. And then a few months passes by, maybe a full year, and I asked my boss, I said, hey, dude, I go, where's that dude that was supposed to set up all of these classes? He goes, I don't know. I haven't heard from him in a long time. And then about a month later, I saw a flyer from UMC, and it had all of the shit that I had, where my coworkers came up with, and it was all on a brochure. And I was like, oh, these motherfuckers, dude. It took me about 2 or 3 months to quit being like,
to calm down
from feeling hostile. And I was like, I can't believe, and that motherfucker left us and went over there and took the blueprint that I typed it out. It wasn't necessarily everything was my idea, but a lot of it was, and I put it on paper. And it was a five paper, no AI, no nothing, just my fucking
no water wasted.
And he took it and he gave it to them, and they've been trying to implement it ever since. That portion of it hasn't made money for them. They make money. I'm not saying that place isn't making money, but they're not making money off of that plan, because they don't know it. Right. It's still, even within being on a piece of paper and step by step on all of it, we're the ones that know it. And so we're like, hey, we're still going to do this or not? They're like, well, it's kind of just got shelved. They stole your idea and they took it. I said, God damn, next time I'll put a fucking copyright on this shit. I said, I'm not even kidding. Dude, I was still fucking lit about that. But
I mean, that is honestly something to be pissed about.
Yeah.
He fucking took your ideas and ran with it to another company and implemented them.
Yeah.
Like, nah, man.
Yeah, that was some bullshit. And the only reason why, like I said, it hasn't worked is because they don't know how to do it. They hadn't been doing what I do and what the boss man has been doing for the amount of time that we've been doing. And so they just don't know how to implement it. But if they did know how to implement it, dude, it'd be fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
It's like a data center. Bro, before we get out of here, man, I want to ask you, man, if you have any final thoughts, bro.
No, man, I'm really happy that I got to come and share this experience with y'all, man. It's been a while since I've seen him, and just talking to you.
Yeah,
man, I like just normal conversations, right? I think that's what this world lacks, is a lot of just normal conversations. It's good to sit around and just bullshit sometimes,
I really think a lot of the times when people have never been on the episode, they're nervous and shit. I think that this is therapeutic because it seems like the common thing that they all say was like, man, I needed this. I didn't even know I needed this. And when it's all said and done, and we're sitting here chopping it up, they're always like, "Damn, like I feel lighter," you know. And you're right, man. I think whether you like, I only listen to most the podcasts that I listen to are all comedy related, but I think that if I ventured off into other podcasts, I'd probably like it too, because we come on here and we say real shit.
Yeah.
Like, there's no hiding that, whoever is a guest, whatever story they want to share is their story. There's no hiding it. There's no shame in it. It's a comfortable setting. There's no judgment. And then it never fails, bro. Someone always will reach out and be like, dude, that's exactly my story. And you're like, damn. You have no idea how many people we're helping just coming on here, just telling our own stories.
Yeah, there's always people that, because that's what they feel, right? Maybe
Yeah.
Sometimes people feel alone and shit, and they hear it from somebody else, and they're like, oh, shit, I'm good.
Like, I'm not alone.
Yeah, I'm good. But, man, no, it's a great experience. Man, I really appreciate y'all inviting me. You know,
yes.
I'd like to come back some other time.
Oh, for
man,
sure,
and
bro.
Talk about some more 13 gallons of water being wasted.
Yeah, man. We'll I always say, whoever, once you're on, man, first of many. And we've always had, everyone that's been here one time has not just been here one time. They've always came back. So, hell yeah, fuck yeah. I'd love to have you back on. It just sucks that it took a month to get this locked in.
Next time I come back, man, I'm going to have to have visited this dude's gym about fucking for a month straight and see everything that he's talking about. But you said that all happens at 9 o'clock in the morning.
No, it's all day, bro.
It's all day. No, I just gave an example of 9 o'clock.
Oh, shit. I'm going to spend all day
What
there.
I can tell you, though, is you better not fuck around in that pool and let that pool drop below, what, 83?
Yeah, below 84.
84. If that pool drops below 84, it's going to be a shit show of a day, bro. Them old folks don't play.
Complete shit show.
Yeah, man. Nah, but it's been a great experience. I really appreciate it, man.
Thanks for coming, bro.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, man. Eric, you got any final thoughts?
Oh, man, just I'm glad that you invited me today. You always kind of, they're not random, but I think you pair me up with people.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's people like us, which this is definitely us right here. And then sometimes, it's kind of folks that you don't know about them, and I could I'm more versatile, right? So I can bullshit with them too, and so I appreciate you always keeping me in mind, and I like coming on here.
Oh, for sure. I just was like, damn. When you came in and y'all dapped each other up, I was like, oh shit, y'all know each other? Like, I had no clue. I just knew that today's episode definitely needed your presence, and thank you for coming, bro.
Yeah.
Oh man. We're going close on hour and 45, so we got to wrap it up. But guys, thank you. I want to say, if you really fuck with me, then I fuck with you. And that being said, I always want to shout out the people that fuck with me. And I want to say, don't get me wrong, but at the end of this month, we will have Hub City Buds opening for their grand opening. And go out there, support them, show them some love. Mijo's food truck, Bubba and Bree grilled cheese, Jimenez and Friends, and Cuevas Drive-In. Like, love them all to death. And like I said, you fuck with me and I fuck with you. And Copper Lounge, go show them some love. They've got daily drink specials. They are working their ass off to provide a great service for the city, and it shows. So show all them some love. Tell them I sent you. But until next time, guys, read some books.
Cloud City.
Hey yo, JP, tell me what's the deal? Is it real that you got the hottest podcast in the land of the trail? Then tell me what's the deal, because I really need to know it. The way you wanna show it, you rip the shit like a pro. You really should be a poet, like Edgar Allan Poe. You killing shit and they just know it. And thanks to San Juan, I got this drink, I might just pour it. Got me feeling like Don Juan, pimping shit while they hoeing. As far as culture goes, we goated, bitch, and they know it. And I don't like to bloat it, but I know that I'm goated. I know that JP is goated. And this is not a long song, cause the credits are rolling. But I'ma tell you one more time that we fucking goated for real.